have such sights to show you. Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Night Terror Vision. I am your host. It's me. It's P-double-D, E-Temple-Kuian, whatever you want to call me. It's fine. We're right here. And I'm joined by the one, the only, gasp! It's Jamie.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Good to see you, bro.
Hey, good to see you. This is gonna be fun tonight. This movie's awesome. I'm just letting you. Tim Thomason is on fire in this.
And I have so many things to say about this. Just knowing it's an Albert Pune movie,
I love it.
And you can see his fingerprints all over it. And I want to compare this. We were just talking about Nemesis off air.
Yes.
And this looks eerily familiar to the set of Nemesis 1 and 2, I believe.
For sure. The whole beginning, that 20-minute, whatever, on the Artuos or whatever the planet is, that whole thing is Nemesis. And Tim Thomerson's in Nemesis. They just basically said, Tim, put on this other jacket, and now you're Dollman.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they're doing. You know, it's like, hey, fuck it. We're just going to repurpose everything from this other movie and use it in this one. And Tim, you're going to be in it, but you're going to be 13 inches with an attitude, which is where our thumbnail came from. It's a line from the movie too. It is. It's a line from the movie.
Yeah.
This movie was great. But before we get into that, let's see. It's still loading here. We're gonna do. I had on the title. Dollman and Dollman versus Demonic Toys. We're going to do Dollman versus Demonic Toys next week. And then I think the week after, Ray, Killer Pizza, my tag team partner, my brother, my road dog, had requested Night of the Comet.
Oh, love it.
I've never seen it.
Oh, my God.
So I'm very, very excited to watch this. Why did my hand just disappear? What the fuck's going on here?
So that's June 2nd?
Yes.
I'm the Night of the Comet master. I made a board game on my own. I just made a board, and the girl from Night of the Comet, I sent it to her. She's like, "Oh my God, this is so awesome!" The girl from Night of the Comet responded to my board game.
Dude, that is so fucking cool.
I'm such a loser, man. Like I make all these. Like I'm sitting there like, no, you know what the world needs? A Night of the Comet board game because I had a watch party for it at my house. So I made a board game and everyone played, and I did prizes like soundtracks and stuff. Like I actually gave prizes out.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a great stream.
Let's say hi to the chat here. We got Digsby. What's up, brother? He says, "Giddy up." What's up, Digsby? Keely Chow's in the house. I see Manliness over here. He said it's good to see a live stream with the biggest fan of the John Bernthal Punisher.
That's me.
I saw your you did your tier list, right? I know.
Tier list, and I watched it and I reviewed it as well. So
okay, did they do a new movie?
It's One Last Kill. They did a special. It was a 45-minute special.
Okay, who did that? Was it Disney?
Yeah, it's Disney. It's awful.
Really?
John Bernthal sucks. He was good in Daredevil season 2, and then they just repeated the same story. he's like grunting and moaning and spasticating, and it's like, why are you being weird? Like, your family's dead. Okay, now move on with it. Like, the character development was that he got through it. Now in Daredevil season 2, he got through it. Now he's the Punisher. And then first episode of his own series, he burns the costume and he quits. I'm like, that's weird. And then I stopped watching after 4 episodes because it was boring. Then there was a season 2. And now this came out and he's quit again. And then he sees his dead kid and it's like, oh, maybe I'll go back to it now. Like, what is happening here? Like, are you the Punisher or not? Like, they just repeat the same origin story. And then you got fake fans who are talking about Punisher. I own, just coincidentally, right there, that's every issue of Punisher War Journal from number 1 to 80. And I have Punisher number 1 in this box right now. And they're talking about the Punisher as though people know what the character's about. They know nothing about what he is. He's based on The Executioner, which is Mac Bolan. It's a series of 200 male fantasy novels or whatever. If I went and grabbed some of them and showed it to you, you'd be like, yeah, that's the Punisher. So anyway, John Berthal sucks. That's the official word.
I don't have enough of a frame of reference for his body. I've only seen a couple episodes of the Bernthal Punisher, but I don't really know that much about the Punisher as a character either. So I have a couple comics, but not like maybe literally a handful or less.
Right.
Like, I'm not very well read on the Punisher. Not at all.
Even if it's in the comics, they change, right? Like, comics change anyways. So you can say, well, he's representing this run. Yeah, but that run sucks. Like, when comics have been around, Superman is like issued Action Comics 1099 is out this month. So next month there'll be 1,100 issues of just Action Comics, not counting Superman or Justice League or Batman and Superman or Adventures of Superman or Man of Steel, not counting any of those other comics. There's probably like 5,000 Superman comics. So sure, maybe Superman did dumb shit. You know, for a couple of years he was electric blue. But that doesn't mean that's what you want to see in a film. Like, you want to go with traditional representation of Superman, right? Like, it's a movie. You want what everyone knows. Anyways, it sucks. Tommy versus the Dog Toys. That'll be next week, yeah. You were going to say good, Mac? Yeah. Bolin, yeah, he like, what did he say? Bolin, like big caliber pistols? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you some of the books after. I only have like 4 or 5 of them. You'll see. I'll show it to you. Be like, oh yeah, that's Punisher. Like, it's not. You're not going to be like, well, maybe. No. You're like, oh, that's just a Punisher book. It's like they literally stole the entire thing. But it's Death Wish. It's based on Death Wish and Commando and all of these vigilante things where, you know. So, anyways, that's what it's based on.
Before we get going, we have a new sponsor on the program.
Oh.
We have a new sponsor. It's actually a law firm. I know some of you out there thinking, like, how the fuck is a law firm sponsoring this channel? Well, let me explain. They gave us a promotional piece to run, so here we go. We have our first official sponsor for the program, and I'm serious this time, you guys.
Have you been accused of assault because you have zero impulse control and a damaged frontal lobe? Have you recently been arrested for drunk driving because you're a fucking alcoholic? Are you such a fucking degenerate you've resorted to breaking into homes and businesses to get money? Are you a subhuman tweaker piece of shit who just got picked up for possession charge number 10? Have you been turning tricks on the corner because you're too fucking ugly for OnlyFans? If any of these describe you, well, first of all, you're a fucking piece of shit. But second of all, call me, P-double-D, the honest attorney. I'll tell you, you're a fucking idiot. I'll let the judge know. This motherfucker is a recidivist piece of shit and he's gonna do it again. When it comes time for the families to make their impact statement to you, I'll tell them, this motherfucker deserves it. Unload on him. But most importantly, I will fight for you, my client. So if you need honest representation, call me, P-double-D, Pete Daddy Dollar, the honest attorney. You can always reach me on my high-tech communication devices. Uh-oh, got a client. Wait, what? Why did you do that again? I told you, stop fucking the sheep.
I'm just writing the number down. I'll need that.
That's 1-800. You're fucked. Make sure you write that down if you are indeed a recidivist. That's the honest attorney, PDD.
I like that. That was really funny.
I got that whole stupid idea, and I promise we're gonna get started. The whole stupid idea came. The wife and I were in the kitchen meal prepping, and we just put on FM. I just clicked on I have a Victrola. It's an FM stereo, Bluetooth, and it's got an actual record player. So I turned it on to FM, and the local radio station is playing this ad for an attorney. And I stop, and I'm laughing, and she goes, "What?" I'm like, "What if these ads were like honest? Like,
right?
Like, hey, you dumb fuck! You got drunk after drinking 24 fucking Pabst at the local bar and crashed your car into a telephone pole. Do you need an attorney? Here we are." You know, like that's basically what you need to say if you're this level attorney. So that's where that whole thing came from. I'm like, I'm just going to come out and be like, "You're a fucking idiot. I'll defend you. I'm going to tell everybody you're a fucking idiot so I don't look like a schmuck. So, you know, hey, look, this guy's a piece of shit, but he's paying me." Right. You know, that's where the whole thing came from.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I know. It's like these guys, it's like, "Have you been hurt in a car?" and all this. And it's like whatever, you know, they need a lawyer. So I trust that lawyer better than Matlock.
The sheep was asking for it.
Yeah, it was wearing wearing revealing outfits.
that sheep was asking for it. It was dressed all slutty. that sheep was dressed like a whore. What? Nothing. All right, that's it. That's enough sheep banging. It's time for Dollman. That's a nice segue. I don't know what happened to the fucking title.
That was weird. I queued it up on mine.
I had the title card. I don't know. There we go. We got Dollman. Space
black credits.
Yeah.
And it came at the end.
And they very much so wanted to be like Star Wars with the yellow lettering, and
yes,
it's fun. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind. You know, if you're gonna make a space opera that goes to Earth, you may as well try to emulate at least some of the best space opera ever made. You know, and the blasters. I love different iterations to see which, like, what kind of blaster or laser weapon you're gonna have. Like, what are you gonna be presented with? Because I'd never seen this before. This was my first viewing, and it was entertaining. It's an easy watch.
Yeah.
And it's got Tim fucking Thomerson, and
he's very cool.
Yeah. The beginning of this is, what was it? I can't. The name of the planet.
Oh yeah, Arturos. It's 10,000 light years from Earth. It's not in a galaxy far, far away, but it's 10,000 light years from Earth on planet Arturos, which looks like a low-budget post-apocalyptic 90s flick, like, you know, Nemesis or any of those kinds.
Very much in the vein of Nemesis, which these were released around. Nemesis was like what, 93?
Yeah, let me see. Hold on a second. I actually own a lot of Albert Pion's films. So yeah, Nemesis and Dollman was 91, Nemesis was 92, so they're probably done together. So Arcade, I own that as well. And of course I own all the Nemesis films. I own Sword and the Sorcerer, Alien from LA, Cyborg, Captain America. What other ones I have? I think that's it. So I've got a lot of his early ones. He never made Nemesis 5. Oh, that was a different director. That's interesting. But I mean, yeah, I would say probably Sword and the Sorcerer is his best movie. That's a really good one.
Yeah, his movies. I think I'm trying to think. I've seen a couple of them. Like,
well, Sword and the Sorcerer is awesome. I have the poster for that from the theater, like a theatrical poster. Radioactive Dreams. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, this looks cool.
I've seen Nemesis 1 through 4. and I've seen Ravenhawk, and the only reason I remember Ravenhawk, and I don't remember any of the movie, I just remember Rachel McLeish was in it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, she's there.
She was in Iron Eagle 3, and I've had a crush on her.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. You're right.
I've had a crush on her since I was like 7 years old. Like, she was one of the most beautiful women I'd ever seen.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And she was like, I thought she should have been in more movies. I was like, she's a good, like, a female lead. It's like, again, with ladies like that. And for those of you who don't know who Rachel McLeish is, she was like the first women's Miss Olympia, and in the 80s, like, she's a stunning brunette, like, absolutely gorgeous. She was jacked out for the Iron Eagle movie, though. And for to remember Ravenhawk too, even though that was in 96. So she was in her 40s at that point. But the people today that tell you that, oh, guys are afraid of these strong female leads, I'm unapologetic in saying, like, I love these Albert Pugh movies because they had muscle mommies in them. Like, I was like,
they
shit. And Sue Price was the fucking lead in these Nemesis movies, which is the only reason I kept watching them. I'm like, okay, I get to see space shit and a hot chick. I'm like, I'm good. Yeah,
that she's in 2, 3, and 4, and she is in 5, but in a bit part, I think it's someone else who takes over. But the first Nemesis is Olivier Gruner or whatever. That's a legit good movie. I actually think this is a pretty good movie for what it is.
Yeah.
You must have seen Cyborg with Van Damme. I mean, you haven't. Yeah, so that's probably his most famous one because of the Van Damme connection. But yeah, so this was Planet Arturos. This guy takes hostages. I mean, this is the beginning of every one of these kind of badass cop movies. He's suspended. He makes a crack about the laundry. Like the guy's got hostages in the laundromat, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just going to do my laundry," and he's actually doing his laundry while the guy's got the hostages there, which is really funny.
The best part was he was like, what did he say? He says, I'm he's talking to the kids because he's like, I'm gonna kill one of these fat women. And he's like, he says to the kid, what do you think about that, fat boy? And he keeps calling him fat boy. Like, what did the little kid do to you? Like, what? The little kid didn't do anything. That's probably his fucking morbidly obese mom over there that's got this fucking blaster. But he's like, I'm going to shoot through this fat lady, and it's going to go through you, and it's going to go through that other fat lady behind you. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, there is a lot of shaming. There's all the fatties, and he's doing his laundry, and then the fat kid comes up. He's like, listen, fatty. You're like, oh my God, like, what is going on, fat boy? And it's like, this is crazy. And he's got his sunglasses on, and later the chief's like, you take your sunglasses off, it's nighttime.
I love how he's just a grizzled fucking cop.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah, the sunglasses. This was a precursor to the Matrix with the fucking.
It is. Actually, that's crazy. His name is Brick Bardo. I mean, that's, if I ever had a son, I think I'd name him Brick, because that's just
Brick. I wonder if the writers from The Middle, one of them was a fan of this, because the youngest son in the show The Middle's name is Brick.
Oh, that is funny. Yeah, maybe.
I'd have to look into that. Like, who came up with a name for Brick on The Middle? And be like, were they a fan of Albert Pugh movies?
Could be. And like, yeah, his gun, as you said, it's called the Kruger Kruger Blaster. What was it called?
I think it was the Kruger Blaster.
I can't find it. Yeah, Kruger Blaster thing. And then, hey Nerd Man, how's it going? Yeah, no, Dollman is, so what Dollman is, we're going through it. Dollman is on this planet of Arturos. He's a badass cop with the shades and trench coat. And then he crash lands on the planet Earth, but on Earth, there's a size differential. So he's only 13 inches tall on Earth. So he's still trying to be this badass, but he's 13 inches tall. So it's actually pretty funny, but there is some tragedy to it. You feel a bit bad for him. And then I found that this lady who's like Jackie Earle Haley is the kind of the punk bad guy. Yeah. And I actually found all of this, coincidentally, I just watched The Punisher: One Last Kill, which was terrible. This movie deals with a lot of that urban violence.
Yep.
And The Punisher short also deals with urban violence, and this did it actually way better. It's kind of low key, it's a bit disturbing too, and it's like, And when the cop comes in, it's like, oh, we're gonna get some more patrols and all that shit. She's like, what are you talking about? What are you actually gonna do? You know, like, okay, hold on, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So this is the introductory of the cop, which is in every movie, right?
He's good.
Cobra was in the little supermarket thing, and
yep,
all these movies with these tough cops. Lethal Weapon, guy's got the guy thing goes, and Riggs goes up to the he goes up the stairs and shoots the guy in the window, and like all of these movies have this opening scene. Now this one's funny because he's like he's talking shit not just to the bad guys, he's talking shit to the civilians, which makes it funnier.
The fucking hostages, yeah. He's literally just like insulting the shit out of the here it is. He's like, hey, fat boy. I was like, and then I'm looking at him like, wait, why are all the kids fat too?
Everyone here is fat. There must be something of a joke that somehow we've missed. Like it's like everyone is just fattened up in the future. It was like the
is this Wall-E?
Wall-E, where everyone was overweight and just everything is done for them through AI or whatever. It's
kind of like now we're so reliant on technology and AI that we just sit back and get fat. Like
yeah. All right, so here's your there's two main villains. There's Brick's main villain on Arturus, and then there's Jackie Earle Haley, the main villain on what's it called, on Earth. So Jackie Earle Haley's name is Braxton Red, and I forgot this guy's name, Sprug or something, or
I couldn't remember his name.
He's literally just a floating head. He's the head of the gang. No,
the head detective.
The head detective, yeah. Oh yes, the head detective.
Living Color.
Living Color. That's right.
He's got. Really, you would think all you are is a head. I would take care of my teeth a little bit better, but then again, he doesn't have any fucking arms. So
yeah, I'm trying to get a shot where. Okay, so here's the establishing shot, where he's got this head. The head. I'll call him the head villain. He's got the head villain. And they introduce something very cool here where they take his gun off him, and then he has like a glowing hand thing that can bring the gun back. So it actually comes back to, it was like Thor's hammer. So he gets the gun back. That was very cool. Cool little twist that, they also frame him on the news. If you're listening to the news report in the back, they say that Officer Brick Bardo or Sergeant Brick like killed a bunch of innocent people. Like it's all just fake. It's like the Ben Richards Running Man, like it's all just like fake news or whatever. They just kind of say whatever they want to like cover their own asses, and there's not even any evidence. They just say it, right? So they send guys off to kill Brick because this guy's pissed off. I'm trying to get a shot of where you could see his head floating. Oh, there's a cool shot of the gun now. So there's and the villain has something called the Dimension Fusion Bomb. So it's going to, it can blow a hole through the dimensional rift or something like that. When he wants 50,000, it's not credits, it's some other form of currency, which I didn't write down, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. So this is all just a setup. Hey, Classic Comics. I like this. I actually really enjoyed this beginning of sort of setting him up in his own time. This is, I mean, it's going to sound absurd to say this, but this is what Austin Powers did, which is set him up as a very good agent in his time, where he can, he actually can win. Like Austin Powers is a good super agent. Yep. In his own time, but when he gets displaced in time, that's when he looks silly. And in this one, he looks silly because he becomes so small. But I like this. This was actually a very cool idea. I find this movie very unique. Like when we mentioned it, I just thought, this is a good time to watch it because it's not really horror. It's that adjacent. It's got some gore, I guess, and guys blow up and.
Dude, I mean, it's
there you go.
they played with a lot of concepts in this movie. Like that's one thing I like about Pune's movies is he wasn't afraid to try things. And we miss that a lot now with these modern like science fiction movies. They go overboard on either CG or what they think the audience wants to see in terms of like how technical it is.
Yeah.
But they don't really take a swing for anything new. It's so just everything is played so safe. I mean, these movies are batshit crazy.
Yeah. Like what was the new thing in Tron Ares as an example? You've got a multi-billion-dollar company or whatever. You can have unlimited budget for your Tron film. And what new concept did they introduce? Nothing, actually. And I saw Tron Ares and I own Tron Ares as part of my Tron collection, and nothing new was introduced. So there's the bad writing and script for Tron Ares, but even if I accept bad writing, which I can accept if there's concepts, like show me something cool, like what is new with all the Star Wars. You mentioned Star Wars. With every Star Wars movie, you've got new things. The second one, you've got snow monsters and snow areas and the big walkers, right? And you've got the city in the skies, right? So like you got Yoda, new character Yoda introduced. So you got new things, right? You got the speeder bikes in Jedi. That was a great scene whipping through the forest. That's pretty neat. We got to see the Emperor and how powerful he was. What are you giving me that's new in this movie to keep my interest and expand the universe? And it doesn't happen because they're so focused on just getting their money back and producing an IP that they don't care about expanding the IP as long as there's something produced to keep the rights to themselves. That's it. Like, anyways, but yeah, this is great. So that Kruger blaster explodes guys, which of course it does. Yes. Because why wouldn't it, right? Like he needs an advantage when he's small, because when he's 13 inches tall, he can't use a regular pistol because that would be like a BB gun or something, right? So he has to use a gun that's on his planet. On his planet, that gun incinerates you. Like it may as well be a missile launcher. So think of it as on his planet, it's like a handheld missile launcher. Now on Earth, a small missile launcher still is going to kill you. Like if you know what I'm saying? Like it's like it almost becomes like a more powerful bullet on Earth. So that's kind of cool. Is it a Cougar blaster? No, Kruger, I think.
That was my nickname in my
early
20s. I got a Patreon story about that anyway.
So there's the guy who's blown up.
Wait, real quick. They're not even cougars anymore. They're just women my age. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah, now the cougars are in the grave.
Yeah. It's like the cougars. I'm looking at them like at my age. I'm looking, going like, no,
they're like 70 or something.
Yeah, unless it's like Helen Mirren, then I'll make an exception.
Yeah, that's like literally the only one.
Right? Maybe Judi Dench still, like Dame Judi Dench.
I'd have to look.
That's pushing it.
No, I'll stick with Helen. Modern wrestling, they just struggle to connect with me. Oh, I mean, we could do bitching about wrestling anytime with Pete because he's an expert and I'm not an expert, but like I watch it still, so I can point out multiple silly flaws and characters that need to be retooled. Like some of these characters, it's like nothing's happening with these people.
I think Manliness's comment was more to like speaking to like the modern movies. It's like to correlate it to wrestling.
Oh,
it's very much so because they're hollow shells of what these movies were. These movies, they might have not been, hey, this ain't gonna win an Oscar, but it's got some heart to it because all these are basically passion projects. Nobody was asking for this movie, but somebody did a lot of cocaine and came up with a concept for it. And they're like, fuck it, let's shoot it. And
the girl that's about to be introduced, this character, wow, I'm very impressed. She really sold me on her job, and she's like, when she's talking to the cop, we're getting to it, and we're getting to it in just a minute, so bear with us, guys. So now there's the space part, which obviously doesn't look as good as Star Wars, in case if you were wondering. But they go back through the dimensional barrier, whatever the shit. Look, it's all gobbledygook. It like techno babble nonsense. The dimensional rift of the whatever. Sure, okay, whatever. So space-time continuum. Your primitive intellect wouldn't understand alloys and compositions and things with molecular structures. The way Ash says it, because he himself doesn't understand, which makes it even funnier that he says that in Army of Darkness. But okay, so they go through the dimensional thing. There's the head guy. I guess he's controlling this through his mind somehow, his ship, because that's
it's just straight up. What is it? Telekinesis.
Sure.
Is how he's flying this, and I'm like, man, I want this. This looks like a dope ass toy. I'm like,
yeah.
Was this made just for this movie? Is there like a toy? Like, because if there is, like, I want this ship. This is bad. It looks like a Cobra ship, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like they meshed up like a star screen, like one of the jets.
With like a night raven.
Like like they, it made me. I don't know why I was watching this. I was like, I got to pick up Blue Thunder on 4K. I don't know. It's not that this looks like the helicopter, but for some reason, it looks like it could have been the same family. Hey, Bat Boy.
What up, Bat Boy?
So this is him on Earth now, and we cut to there's some of the bad guys with the drugs and all of that. But I want to get to this lady here. So let me see if they can get a good shot of her. Yeah. What was this? Okay, so it's when he landed, the computer did say there's a 6-to-1 ratio differential in size. It says that. We saw Jackie Earl Ailey. So there's this drug dealer on the side of the street here. And this woman, I did not know who the main lead female was going to be. I hadn't seen this since VHS days. So my memory of it was that, oh yeah, it was really neat because of that idea. I have not watched this since my buddy had it on VHS when it came out in 1991. Like, I saw it on VHS that one time, never again. And we found out last week that I didn't even own it, which I thought that I did because I thought it was in the Full Moon pack, but it's not. Okay. So I watched it for the first time since 1991 and I was blown away. It's actually pretty good. This woman's awesome. She came to the drug dealer. She's like, get off my street. Like, she's actually engaging the guy and throwing shit at him. You're like, not badass chick in I'm a man and I can beat guys. She's just like had enough of all of these gangs. She's literally had enough. And she's quite brave. And not only that, she's pretty smart too. So I was a bit shocked because Tim Thomerson is the cool, fun character. Mm-hmm. And you thought they're going to have some, smoking hot blonde chick or something who's going to be his. No. Nope. You've got this down-to-earth woman. She's actually badass because she's so determined to help the neighborhood that I was like, she's really cool. And she comes in. I was stunned. She's like, I'm like, this woman. I was like, is this the main girl of this movie? And she starts beating the crap out of this guy and throwing shit at him. And finally, the guy's like, F it, and he just leaves.
Yep. Yeah, I like this. Like you said, it wasn't like this isn't a 100-pound woman beating the shit out of a 250-pound willing stuntman. Right. No, this was like you said, it was just the anger boiled over, and she's just smacking the shit out of the guy, and he's caught off guard, and he's just trying to leave. The guy's a drug dealer. He's the heel in this situation, but it was played pretty straightforward, and like most of her scenes outside of her interactions with Tim Thomerson are played like straight. It's not comedy, and they really do. It's funny because you could just look at the surface level, like, it's a funny alien in Earth, and he's tiny, and he's shooting people, and they're reacting as if, it's somebody their same size shooting them. But it's like you said, it's a commentary on like urban kind of conditions and crime, and the failed policies and the relationship between law enforcement and the community, and the prevalence and impact of like drugs on the community and drug dealers. And I might just be reading too much into it.
No. This is it, because the cop shows up here, and this was brilliant because the cop's like, well, thank you to the community and the neighborhood watch. You guys are doing fantastic work, and we plan on supporting you and all that. She's like, okay, how are you going to support? She's like, now that you got your little soundbite for your tape or whatever, how are you going to actually support us? Are you going to double shifts? Are you going to put the men on the streets? Are you going to double the patrols? Well, yeah, we're not going to. Oh, so you're not going to do anything. We're going to support you. We're going to send you our hopes and our prayers. Okay, how about you send us some men on the street?
Yeah.
She's not saying, this girl is not saying, I'm going to take the fight to the streets. That would be an action. She's saying, I want you guys to do your jobs. We have Neighborhood Watch, and we're doing the best that we can on our own, but we need you guys to come and help. And they're flat out just saying, yeah, we're going to do our best. And they're giving you that PR answer. And I kind of bought into this. I was thinking, I'm sitting here thinking, this is pretty goddamn good right now. Like, honestly, because I'm like, I don't know. And then I just watched The Punisher, which I thought was so horribly done. And it's supposed to be the same thing. I thought, wow, what a difference. This cheesy 1991 movie, which nobody in this chat cares about, after the stream is done, somebody might watch. Please watch it, guys, if you can. It's free on Tubi. Yeah. At 5 minutes after this stream is over, no one's going to care about this movie. Yet somehow it's dealt with these issues in a much better way than any of these new things, which try to directly. This isn't even directly focusing on that issue. It's just part of the story of the world. And it's better than what movies that focus on the actual issue itself, because those movies know there's no easy answers. The answers are hard, and it's going to take manpower, and you're going to have to be rough. And they don't want to be rough, because now we're in a situation where people want to be soft on everybody, and everyone gets not a second chance. They get a 14th chance, right? It's a 15th chance. Oh, give me another chance. Oh, I only robbed this liquor store. I only stole this. Like, everything's I only did this. Whereas, people, regular average people are sick of it and they don't want it anymore. And this movie actually dealt with this movie. They should play this movie now. It's like, this is how you really, but of course this guy doesn't do anything. He's like, oh yeah, we're going to work with the community. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. Is this guy that looked like David Cronenberg?
No, it's not him. Yeah,
I know it's not, but I was like, it kind of looked like David Cronenberg at first.
Right.
Like, I had to do a double take. I'm like,
is that David Cronenberg? Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck did they get Cronenberg in this?
Yeah. So her name is Debbie Alejandro. Okay, what was I writing here? Okay, so that was the captain. Yeah, the shitty captain. Okay, so I mean, at this point, like, all of the setup is done now. It's 25 minutes in. We know who all the players are. Actually, in this shot, she looks like that the girl from the big store or something it was called, and she was in Barbie.
Oh, America Ferrara.
America. She looks a little bit like her on the side profile here.
Superstore.
That's a funny show.
And her that one was pretty funny. Yeah. I watched, I think, the first season, and her big splash debut show was Ugly Betty.
Oh my God!
That was the show that introduced America Ferrara to the mainstream. Was Ugly Betty back in the day?
Well, I thought her character in the Barbie film was absolutely terrible and annoying. But I don't mind that actress that much. But in Superstore, she's funny, and Ugly Betty was kind of silly and fun. I'm waiting for her to be published once it closes up pretty good. Yeah, I know. I know, it's outrageous. But anyways,
yeah.
Okay, so the gang's gonna take her. Yeah, so No Way to Ugly Betty. Yeah, that's Ugly Betty. I can't believe it. That's crazy.
Yep, America Ferrara is Ugly Betty.
All right, so here you go. I was, this gang is a low key, not cool gang. Like, sometimes you see gangs in movies and they're kind of cool. Like,
they're the way they're portrayed. They look, you're like, man, those guys, like, they got the coolest clothes, their guns, their jewelry, their cars. These guys are just scumbag assholes. Like, they were going to do some heinous things to her here, and thankfully, Cobra landed on Earth. And decided to actually aim the red lasers this time.
There you go. There he is.
He just looks cool. He just looks cool. I love Tim Thomerson.
They should just make a Hot Toys version and make it the full scale 1-to-1.
Yep, 1-to-1, 13-inch Tim Thomerson.
Because that's what he was. That'd be perfect.
Yep.
So yeah, they take the girl here, and then he comes in. Now his gun in Arturos, blue guys like you guys. I couldn't freeze frame it because it was very quick shots because you can tell the effects. I mean, it's practical explosions, but it's not as good as the David Cronenberg Scanner's head explosion. But it's decent, but not great. So they did a very quick cut, so I couldn't show you guys. But they literally like explode. So the gun on Earth does pretty heavy damage. It's not a handgun. It's like that, so I don't know if we're going to be able to see like kind of. Of course not. It's like so he like blew these guys are blown to bits.
I don't know how the one guy got away because he took one right in the stomach. I'm like, man, that would have the one guy died. The other guy got up and ran away.
Now, how long can you go with a shot to I have no idea. I don't know anything about like guns or whatever and how they work. Like I'm assuming, I guess.
Well, it depends if it hit an organ or if it's an in and out wound. How much blood you lose,
right?
Any bone damage. Did it hit a nerve, spine, stuff like that? Depending on where you take it. So. Yeah,
so maybe he could run in time and get back to the. He dies anyways, so it literally that character only's purpose is to get Jackie Earle Haley involved into the storyline. That was the only reason for that.
It's so weird that Jackie Earle Haley is this. When I read that name, I'm like, wait, I stopped. I'm like, wait a minute, Jackie Earle. I'm like. Oh, the shitty Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
And I don't say that. It's not Jackie Earle Haley's fault that movie was bad. It was makeup. It was CGI over practical makeup, and the script was god-awful.
That was just a poorly made movie.
Yeah.
Like you can, I don't even like replacing Kane Hodder, but I can accept it if the movie's good, but you cannot replace Robert Englund, who is, as long as he's alive, he's Freddy Krueger. When he passes away and they feel, I've got all of those movies, Dan. Got all those movies, all the transfers.
What's his name? Was it Jack Death, right?
Jack Death, yeah.
Yep. My mom used to love those.
Yeah, they're great. They're not horror, but yeah, they're very cool. He's the fake Freddy.
Yep.
So this is the girl now looking in on Tim.
Yeah.
Seeing him as little. The miniature effects. Okay, there's a good shot of the head bad guy. Oh, the head bad guy followed. Like they both went back. I mean, this is.
Yep.
This is like I Come in Peace, or I don't know how many Alien movies were the Hidden. Like how many can you name in 5 seconds? Right? Like it's all the same kind of thing. So
I Come in Peace and you go in peace.
Pieces, asshole. I love I Come in Peace.
I haven't seen that one in forever either.
Oh, that's great. I've got the Blu-ray of that.
The
music in this was good. This movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Albert Pune's movies are usually scored pretty well.
Yeah, for sure.
For lower budget movies, they're scored well. And that's one thing I always like about these. It's like, it might not be, like I said, it might not be an Oscar winner, but to me, I prefer these kind of movies over Oscar winners because most movies that win Oscars, I don't give a shit about because they're made for the Oscar voters, not for me and you to enjoy. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, if you go back, I did this trick with my buddies. We went back. I went 2020. I think I did in 2025. So I started 2025 Oscar winner and went backwards. I was like, tell me when I get to one where it was, oh yeah, that's a big one, right? It was basically Return of the King.
Yeah.
Like
it was like 2000 and
I don't know, 20 years or something, or whatever it is.
At least.
So in the last 20 years, there's maybe 2 or 3 that were like somewhat decent Oscar winners, but one where everyone will say yes. Like I'm talking about not I happen to like this movie. I'm talking about a surefire. Like if you think Return of the King sucks, then go away, right? Like right. So that's what I'm saying. Like a hell yeah movie, right? Where everyone thinks, oh yeah, that was great, right? Not just like, whatever. Where I thought that was okay, or some people like that. I'm talking about a surefire winner. Anyways, there's Jackie. Look at him. He looks the same, man. He's got his face is cratered up. He's just has that face. Like in every movie. You just can't escape this guy's. Well,
No.
Rorschach was awesome. Yeah, Rorschach was awesome.
No, he does. He looks the same, just with a mullet, kind of.
He has weird
A
mullet.
balding mullet.
Yeah, that's weird. Here's the shitty ass neighborhood. There's the kid. So the kid sees Dollman, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. And I was kind of wondering if when like they, she brought him home, if they're gonna try to kind of like she was gonna try to conceal him and all. Nope. Hey kids, look, here's a little guy.
I found that refreshing because I thought, oh, is this going to be now the next hour is him hiding out behind, a cereal box or something stupid? It's like, no, he's right there. And the kid's like, wow, look how cool he is. And they're bringing other people. They're going to call friends over. They're like, yeah, we'll check this guy out. You're like, what? What is happening? Should this not be a secret? No, bro. And then like literally all the neighbors start cramming in. You're like, what is happening here? It's awesome.
I know. I'm like, damn, girl, you're probably down on your luck a little bit. You should just be charging admission to see him.
Yeah.
I mean, at least make it worth your while. You got to give him a percentage too. He's the talent.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to take a hit cut.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that was great. I do like that. Now they talk a little bit about repairing the ship. There's some stuff here with there's a cockroach and stuff, which he just blasts. And there's her son there, Kevin, I think was the kid's name. So here's the guy that was shot by the super weapon, and then Jackie Earle Haley just kills him because he's annoying. But they do find
just caps him.
Yeah, he just capped him. But is this where they find? Oh, okay, here we go. So now the two bad guys are trying to make a deal with each other.
I love the bargaining.
It's like how does this guy have any bargaining power? He's literally just ahead, and his ship,
right?
His telekinetically controlled ship is destroyed or malfunctioning. So I don't know how this guy's gonna. But Jackie was shot, and then he comes and heals him later. He actually heals him. So Jackie goes out and then gets shot, and then comes back, and that guy actually heals him. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's the table. I do have some complaints on this movie. Complaint number one is right here. So up until this point, I'm like, this is really cool. My complaint here is that there's a lot of convenient people coming to the apartment to get shot. Like this is where you, as a viewer, you're like, okay, the budget is messed up because they were able to construct a large version of this table so he could stand on it and look small, but that's all they have. So coincidentally and conveniently, all the villains keep showing up to this apartment and he just keeps shooting them. And that is to prevent having to have this guy move around the apartment. He's basically on this table now for the next 15, 20 minutes of screen time. And I would have liked a bit more. Like I actually watched this movie the same day I watched Ant-Man. From MCU, the MCU Ant-Man, which happens to be one of my favorite MCU movies. I don't know why.
Ant-Man's good. The first Ant-Man was good.
Yes, I find Paul Rudd and the little girl. I like the relationship, and I find the little girl. She's like my top 5 MCU characters. She was like the best until they grew her up in the third movie, and then she was a disgusting piece of crap character. But the little kid from the first couple of movies was very funny. But Ant-Man has so many neat things, like they're fighting in the briefcase, like they're fighting on the girl's little train set table. This movie just didn't have the budget to do cool stuff like that, so that is one negative.
Yeah, they made it work, like you said, it made the villain confrontations when they had to show up here, so it made them a bit redundant, right? But honestly, it wasn't a deal breaker for the movie because everything else was so much fun. Yeah. There is some. He talks about his wife and stuff, and he had kids and everything. So you get to know the character. The format of this is very good. Like this movie is actually very good. If they actually had like a Disney budget, and kept you could almost keep the same movie just with a better budget, and you can have him move around and do a bit more. This would have been pretty awesome because the story is pretty cool. The idea is neat.
This girl here, Debbie Alejandro, is awesome. Tim Thomerson is friggin' cool. Jackie Earle Haley's a pretty good villain. He's pretty messed up. He's psychotic. Like, he's an asshole. I don't know. Like, this was like pretty damn good. This guy's funny as this head at this body. And the story behind this guy is that Brick keeps shooting off different body parts.
Yep. So now he's just a fucking head.
So now he's just a head or whatever.
At least he has telekinesis, right?
Yeah, there is that. So he heals. Oh, here we go. Okay, so he's hurt here, and he's able to heal him.
Yeah.
But this is a good shot. You could see the perspective here. This was cool.
Uh-huh.
Where the hell where did he heal him?
There is this scene where it is so clearly. Oh, that's where he killed him. That was after he healed him.
Yeah, so he healed him, and then he's talking shit, and then Jackie Earle Haley just like crushes the head guy or whatever.
Yeah. They had to build a whole ass model just so Jackie Earle Haley could crush it.
Right.
It was funny. But no, there's a scene later on in the movie where we're talking about the perspective shots, and it's when the kids are looking into his ship, and you can clearly see, or maybe it was in the beginning. We might have already went by it, but you can clearly see it is like an action figure in a toy plane.
Oh, big time.
Like, it was just a little doll with the blonde hair and the sunglasses. You could just see like the head and the sunglasses and the hair. It was so funny.
It was funny, yeah. And that there's a little bit of charm to that too, in that kind of silliness. Good lighting effects here. I like, I like the way this looks. They do have a very interesting talk about gangs, though, a more realistic talk where she's like, they give you an identity. She's like, otherwise you're just like some punk kid, or you're a nobody, but at least the gangs, they give you a new name, you sound cool, you're part of a group. I was like, wow, that's really good. And then Brick says, sometimes, you got to fight fire with fire. She's like, well, I thought you use water on fire. He's like, yeah, but sometimes that's, not gonna work either. So interesting discussion on how to deal with gang violence. The Foot Clan, yeah, dun, 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 yeah. You honor us all. You earn the right to wear the Dragon Dochi. It's like, I've watched Ninja Turtles way too many times. That first movie's a 10 out of 10. Masterpiece! And then the other ones all suck. Oh, no, the cartoon is good. That first cartoon, TMNT, that's a good cartoon.
I bought the whole series on DVD. I bought that and the Masters of the Universe. I got to go back to Walmart because they had Airwolf, and
get it.
It's like 26. It's like $26 for the whole show. I'm like, I need to buy this.
Yeah. She actually ends up going to work because she does have a job, so that's good to know. There's a lot of like location shots setting up the locations, which is kind of interesting. And then I like when there's a shot where the two girls are talking about him. In the car, I think it was, or was it here? Yeah, I think it was maybe it was before this. This movie is actually very short.
Yeah.
They compacted a lot into this. It's actually paced pretty goddamn good. Like, I think the only thing that's hurt this movie is the budget. So, I mean, I'm going to score it high, but like, it's not going to be perfect. But I mean, I was a bit surprised. Because I hadn't seen it in a long time. Oh, here's where they're talking at work about Brick and stuff. And then the manager comes over and is like, oh, get back to work. What a douche.
Right.
It's like, get out of here. It's like they're handling toxic waste. You think was there people lined up around the block waiting for this job? Like,
yeah.
Get back to work, girls. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come in on Saturday. Have you seen Office Space?
Oh, yeah. Peter, yeah. What's happening? Yeah. I'm going to have to go ahead and ask you to come on in Saturday. And while you're at it, just come on in Sunday, too. That'd be great.
Have you seen Idiocracy?
Not in a long time, but I've seen it.
That's a good one too. That's a good. He's good, Mike Judge or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so got this. Yeah, there they are scoping it out. So Jack Earl Haley's healed, but it actually didn't heal him. It didn't fully heal him because it comes. I feel like that weapon of bricks. It's like you can't actually come back from getting shot from that. It almost feels like the guy half healed him or didn't finish, and he just starts to bleed again. Here's the girls talking, and I like this dialogue, this incidental dialogue, because they all felt like real people. Nobody in this movie is like, everyone in the movie feels like they belong in this setting. Like, I'm not saying the ladies are not attractive or what. I'm not saying like that. But I'm just saying like, they look like nice people, but they're not glamorous, right? They're not movie actresses. They're just people. Right, like,
yeah, they fit very nicely into the world. They don't like normally you see like movies where the extras look out of place,
right?
Comparatively speaking, they don't here. They fit into this. It look into the lived-in world. It looks like it's actually a place where they reside in.
Yeah, and like here's all the people there coming to see them. Then there they are again. Jackie thinks he's back on top of the game or whatever. You got your gang guys again, very run down. I don't know where this was shot, but where the hell was this shot? I wonder. Does it say?
I don't know. I didn't see where they shot it.
Dollman, merchandising. Oh, there was a comic book. There's a set of collectible cards. What?
Really?
Oh my god! I gotta get those. Yeah. So Dollman, I think by next week we'll have finished all the Dollman stuff. I think there is only Dollman and Dollman versus Demonic Toys. I think that's all there is for Dollman. I feel like Trancers was like sort of the bigger, because there's like 5 of those, I think. And again, Pete, they're back to where they kind of started, so they don't have to find new sets. He can fit back in and being small. So they're doing a lot of like cutting corners, big time, like. So it's like.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, they go back to the say, like you said, same locales. They're just shooting the same spot from different angles, right? To keep this down. I don't mind that because the way they, like I said, the way they presented it, it looks different. So I'm okay with it. But we knew this was their headquarters because they established that earlier, I believe.
Yeah, that's true. Like in the real world, it does make sense in the sense that like you know your area. Why would you leave your area that like that this is your turf or whatever? So you're hanging on your turf. So it would make sense. In a movie, you're always thinking, oh, they'll take you to some other location or something, right? But realistically, I mean, they also made a TV pilot for the series. Oh, wow. I haven't seen that at all. And he does have a cameo in Bad Channels or whatever. Is it Bad Channels? What the hell is that movie called? Bad Channels. It is called Bad Channels. Probably just shot in New York before Giuliani became mayor in the 90s. Oh, was it a shithole? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he didn't shoot in Canada, so
This is not a Canadian production.
No. It's like they shoot everything here. And it's like, look, it's New York. I'm like, actually, that is not New York at all. I shop at that store, and that ain't New York. I think it was incredible. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk. That entire fight at the end took place at downtown Toronto, literally where I bought Cyborg, which is now appearing. The store where I bought it was a Stand the Record Man. I'm like, oh, that's where I bought Cyborg, coincidentally, right there. Anyway, so they bring her back over here. And now this is the final action scene. But actually, the way Dollman does this is that he does do some tactical because he makes them wait. Mm-hmm. Like they're getting bored and they're getting caught up. See, these guys don't have patience. This isn't a military unit. They get bored. They start smoking. They sit down. And as soon as they put their guard down, it's like they've been waiting for a couple of hours. They're like, okay, this guy's not going to show up. Screw it, right? And then he starts attacking. That's very smart.
Yep. That's just a smart fucking strategic plan. Like you said, just all he has to do is outweight him because he knows, okay, there's so many of them. And he was aiming for him they were all getting in that bus. And then the one guy spotted him and it was, all right, now it's the fucking firefight situation.
And it is hard to hit him if he can move and duck, and his gun's very powerful. So he has somewhat of a little bit of advantage. There, he fights a rat here, which is funny. There's like a little rat interaction. There's a great shot here. Look at that. Look at that. He's actually, like he's really playing this straight. The thing with this movie is that Tim Thomerson's acting cool, but he does play it straight in those scenes where he's talking about his family. But also these guys are legit playing it straight. Look at Jackie Earle Haley. Like this guy looks like he does look like it's just despair. Like this is who I am. I'm this piece of garbage human. And like, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty good. I do like where, I don't know how we're going to show this. There's a part where he uses the mirror where you can see the reflection and then it's not him.
That was slick as hell.
I don't know how we're going to find it. There's the wound.
And she keeps like, hey, sit down, relax, and I'm good. Yeah, he's until the end trying to be the tough guy.
Yeah, so now Tim is going around trying to get the guys. Again, he's moving around. I think he hits this guy. He finds like a big long, like pole or something and hits him. One that he could hold.
Yeah, it looks so funny too.
Yeah, it's like hit him with a stick. So now they're taking off, but then he comes in and starts shooting at him.
Yep,
that's a great shot. Look at that.
Did you see the side of the van said fags on it?
Yes, I saw that.
I laughed so hard. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. That's so random.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's like, why is that there? Like, I mean, because why wouldn't it be there? It's just that's how they are. Right.
You're going to get canceled.
Or you're going to cancel the gang or whatever? Like,
he canceled Albert Pune. Oh, well, he passed away. Well, he's canceled. They tried to do that to John Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah, Albert Pune is like, is he Filipino or something? He's not. What is Albert Pune? I mean, what kind? Yeah, what's
like, filmed in Fontana, California, mostly. Okay,
is that real? I mainly I can't tell if that's a joke or if that's real.
No, I believe he's being serious.
Okay, Albert Pune is he's an American. Okay, what's his nationality though? Born in Pune. Hawaii maybe. Was born in Pune.
Is he Hawaiian?
His father lived in bases around the world. His father settled in Hawaii. Oh, because so yeah, I guess his Pune returned to Hawaii and began working in commercials. Yeah, okay, I don't know. But IMDb says it. Okay. Well, are you going to believe me or IMDb? No.
Man versus machine, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Marx Brothers thing where there's two Grouchos and Chico dressed up as Groucho, and she's like, "Hey, I saw you enter my room." He's like, "I wasn't in your room." She's like, "But I saw you with my own two eyes." He's like, "Well, who are you gonna believe, me or your own two eyes?" But actually, he wasn't lying. But the other guy was dressed up as him, and they look exactly the same. But it's pretty funny. Like, who are you gonna believe, me or your own eyes? All right, so this is the final action scene. He's injured pretty badly and he's barfing blood and he's just been like shot and destroyed. Now something very cool. He actually sets off the bomb. And I think Debbie was going to try to stop Dollman from shooting the guy, but then he sets the bomb off and then they have to escape and they kind of like get out. And you thought that, okay, well, maybe this is the credits there. Yeah. You thought maybe they're going to try to get him home. No, he's just stuck here now. That's it.
Yep.
And he says like size doesn't count or whatever, which is an obvious joke.
I was like, is he just, maybe he's a grower and not a shower? I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way that he's like, they cannot get together. This point will be addressed next week in Dollman versus Demonic Toys. And I don't know what you know about that movie, but there is a surprise that you might not know about. So that movie is interspersed with lots of flashbacks. So next week will be an easy stream.
I'm flying blind going into that one.
Yeah, well, you're not going to come out seeing any better after watching. The Demonic Toys are in it, and he does fight them, and Tracy Scoggins is back as Judith. And Dollman is there, and there is a surprise character. It's not a surprise character that you're going to be excited for, just a surprise character that you didn't think would be in. It's like, oh, there's this character. But that character's from Bad Channels. So don't watch Bad Channels if you want to watch this. But Bad Channels is a very weird movie anyways, which I haven't seen. The only thing I knew about that movie is that Blue Oyster Cult did the soundtrack for it, and they actually released a CD. And I like Blue Oyster Cult. They did music for Heavy Metal, right? The animated. Mm-hmm. So
I've seen them live.
Oh wow, that's awesome!
I saw.
That's cool.
They were the headliner. Nazareth and April. It was April Wine, then Nazareth, and Blue Oyster Cult was the headliner. Wow. I saw them at Pine Knob, outside of Detroit in '98. It was June. Oh, that's 98. Crazy. Yeah, I won the tickets on the radio on the rock station.
What? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Detroit Rock City.
a buddy of mine and I went. I was listening to the radio at the gym, and I called in and ended up winning tickets. And my buddy's dad worked in Saginaw, so he stopped by the radio station and picked up the tickets for me. It was kind of nice.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been to. I mean, I've seen Iron Maiden a bunch of times. I saw Bruce Dickinson on it when he did his own thing. Mm-hmm. I think I saw. I took my cousin, who's almost like my sister. We grew up together. I took her because her mom didn't want her to go alone. She was too young. Is it Bush?
Oh, with Gavin Rossdale?
That's the one. She's like, oh, I want to go see Gavin Rossdale. I was like, I don't know who that is. And they're like, Jason, can you take her? You got to take her. I was like, yeah, I'll take her. And so she's like, I'll pay for your ticket. I was like, sure, I'll go. And the opening act for that was Veruca Salt, which is like this strip band. They're pretty good.
I was gonna say Veruca Salt's got some bangers, man. They're not. They're not that bad.
I ended up buying their. I actually, it was funny. I walked away. I was like, Bush, it wasn't for me. But I ended up buying a couple of Veruca Salt CDs while I was there. I was like, shit, they were pretty good, and they're named after the girl from Willy Wonka, right?
Yep. Yep.
But okay. I mean, I don't know. What's the time? Yeah, we're good. I think we're done.
And that's the end. He's stuck on Earth. This one, it was a short movie. It packed a lot more. It went harder in some spaces than it really had any right to, in terms of the subcontext of the story, the subplots, the political and the social stuff. Yeah, they worked in there. So they weaved it in, and you brought this up earlier. Modern writers could take notes from this, because the way they worked this in was so good that it doesn't even really. I mean, we picked it up, but this movie came out 35 years ago.
91, man. And they still had the same topics are still here, and we've just regressed in our thinking.
Yeah,
the topics haven't changed. All of the topics that all of these people, predominantly on the crazy left in America, because we have many different ones in Canada, but there's still crazy left people here too. And we had the king and champion as our prime minister for a while. But anyways, we've got those crazy people here too. But they're talking about the same topics, except they've gotten dumber. We're not resolving anything because the people who want to do things are getting dumber about the topic. It's with whatever political things that you want to mention that are stupid. And it's like, yeah, that's what you guys want. You're making it worse. We should be more advanced. I always think of Stanley Kubrick and Arthur C. Clarke, who collectively created 2001: A Space Odyssey. They thought in 2001 we're on Jupiter. In the book it's Saturn, but in the movie it's Jupiter. What, are you crazy? Like, how optimistic they were. We can't even have separate bathrooms. No, never mind manned missions to Saturn. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? They're going to be on that Discovery, and they're going to be like, well, wait a minute, what pronoun should I call you?
Yeah, we can't land on Saturn until we figure out what the planet's pronouns are.
It's like La Saturn or La Saturn. Like, what are you talking about?
Did we have consent to land on its surface?
Oh my God, Pete. That's legitimately real. Like, I mean, that's like, we were joking, but that sounds like that'd be a real thing. The Idiocracy is a documentary.
Bat Boy. Elliot Page is Achilles. Just drop the microphone and walk away. Yeah, Elliot Page. Okay, and I don't say this to disparage Lupita Nyong'o as an actress, but she is not Helen of Troy.
There's no way.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how she is not Helen of Troy. And yeah, that whole thing, I'm just like, man, what the hell happened to Christopher Nolan?
Well, he's very he's a British guy, isn't he? And they're pretty heavy left leaning, I think. Over there. I don't know how many political parties they have. So we've got about 5 in Canada that are sort of the main ones, and then they range from different sides, right? So you guys have the 2, and we've got 5. We have other ones, like, there's a Green Party, which is, it's like they don't, so that, but in the UK, I don't know how many they have. So I don't know if it's as extreme, but the extreme guys there are really like extreme and crazy, and they really don't actually have. You're the only country that has freedom of speech in the best way possible. Canada is like, they can use it against you in Canada, sort of, right? Yeah. So we don't have it. We're probably second, but the UK doesn't actually really have it exactly. So you got to be careful. So a lot of people don't speak out. That's the reason the freedom of speech thing is important, because it allows people to speak their mind and not be scared. If you're scared to say what you mean or what you think, then that's the worst place to live, really.
Yep.
So it gets worse that way. So they're scared. There's people who are like, well, this is stupid, but they don't want to say it because they'll get in trouble. They just like, I'll just hold the line. So that's the thing. But in any case, Nolan is crazy. I don't know what this and they keep saying it's an interpretation, and I'm okay with it. I just won't watch it.
Right.
They can make whatever movie they want. I have nothing against anybody making anything they want ever. It's my money. And I was excited when I heard Nolan Odyssey. I thought that's going to be excellent. And I thought the Troy movie wasn't too bad. The Brad Pitt one. And who is the girl? Who is Helen of Troy in that movie? I thought she was very good.
I can't remember.
Troy. What was it? 2004. Okay, 2004. Oh yeah, Diane Kruger. Yeah, I thought so. Diane Kruger. She was awesome, because you're casting Helen of Troy. Helen of Troy is actually, this is the one time you have to cast a physical person based on their looks. You have to cast on their looks for this, because it is the face that launched 1,000 ships. Her beauty is the thing that was used to manipulate, like, Paris and all that stuff. Like, you have to, like, some people, Brad Pitt as Achilles, I thought that was poor casting, because Achilles should have been like much bigger, but Brad Pitt sort of brought an attitude, and he thought, well, okay, I'm kind of like, I liked Hector in that, which is, what's his face, Eric Bana. I thought he was very good as Hector. I was kind of siding with Hector in that movie. But anyways, I was kind of like, I kind of want you to beat up Achilles. I don't like Achilles in this. But anyways, it's a farce. Everybody knows it's a farce. If you're going to pick, a black actress, then you should have picked one that is more universally thought of as attractive. You have to go with the majority on this. Like, you're not going to, sorry, Pete, Sue Price wouldn't be Helen of Troy.
No.
Right, like you've got to pick someone that everyone is agreement on, right?
Yeah.
Like, Margot Robbie, like, you know, my wife thinks that she's pretty. Like everyone thinks she's pretty. So like that she's a great choice for Barbie, actually. That actually was a good choice for Barbie in the way that they did it. Jade Cargill. Oh yeah, Jade Cargill would be, but they're not going to pick her.
No, and that's like, it's funny too. Diane Kruger is now Mrs. Daryl Dixon because she's married to Norman Reedus.
Well, she's way too good for him. But anyway, good for Daryl.
Right. But no, this let's go ahead and we'll score this one, man.
Sure.
I'll let you go ahead and go first.
I'm giving it 8 out of 10. My only negatives are I wish they could have. I know I can only review the movie I watched. I can't review the movie I want it to be. I would give this a 10 out of 10 just based on they did way more than I thought. But then I started to get greedy because I'm like, hey, this is giving me a lot more than I bargained for. So then I started to say, I want a little bit more of this and that. I might say a 9 because I don't know. I'll say 8. I'll say 8 out of 10. My system can be very forgiving on movies that aren't that good, but movies that are good, it can be rough, right? So 8 out of 10. It could be easily be a 9, but I'll give it 8.
I'm gonna go 8.5 on this one. This movie really, in everything it didn't fail in anything it attempted to do. Just a few little things here and there, but I mean, pacing, even the cinematography was solid.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you know, some of the effects were a little wonky, and that's the only thing I can mark it down for. But I feel guilty doing that just because I know what kind of budget they were working with. Right. So like I said, this movie had heart. I'll go 8.5 out of 10 on this one. It was enjoyable. Like I said, you don't compare it to anything else because you really can't.
What other movie is there like this? It's weird. It's crazy.
The only thing you can do is look at the aesthetics of some of the set pieces and say, oh yeah, this is reminiscent of Pune's other work. Right. But there's no real movie out there that's like this. So no, I thoroughly enjoyed it, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, next week is Dollman. The conclusion of it's a sequel to so this next week's movie is a sequel to Bad Channels, Dollman, and Demonic Toys. And it's only 1 hour. We could theoretically commentary it and still be less than the stream today.
Yeah.
Like, this is an hour and 17 minutes. We were done 17 minutes ago. If we live streamed the movie and talked over it, it would be done. We'll see. There's some funny parts to it. There's, you'll see. When you watch it, you're gonna be like, this is a full moon. I totally see what you guys are doing here. Come on. You're not pulling the wool over my eyes.
I think next Tuesday we do that. I think we'll watch it live. Yeah. And we'll do commentary over the movie, and then we'll review it right afterwards.
I mean, we could potentially do. I mean, there's going to be a lot of it's like, will YouTube shut you down if you do that? Or
we'll watch it. We'll set it up in another studio.
Okay. So you know how to do all that, right?
Yep. Yeah, I got that. Because we'll just have 2 studios, and we'll give the link for the viewing studio to you guys in the chat, so you can jump backstage in the viewing studio and watch along with us. And then we will do.
Oh, awesome! That'll be really fun.
Yeah, and we can do that because the way we have StreamYard, you can get 10 people back there, so we can do 5 people from our chat, and you could throw the link out in your chat on your channel on your stream. So if anybody wants to jump in, jump backstage and watch along. So
wait a minute, how many you can have backstage? You can have as many people you want.
I can have 10.
You can have 10. Okay, there's not going to be 10 people who want to watch this.
Yeah, but I mean, if there is, we could have us 2 plus 8. So
right.
We got 4. We got 4 passes each show here for awesome. Demonic Toys, Dollman versus Demonic Toys next week from 1993, and the week after that we'll do Night of the Comet.
I'm going to get that for you.
Yeah,
ASAP, buddy. That movie is.
I'm excited. Like I said, I've seen reviews because Joe Blow Horror did a video on it, and I'm like, how have I never? Ray asked me the same. He goes, "How have you never seen that?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I missed this one.
I'm gonna find my board game that I did, and I can see if I can find the thing. It'll be there. Oh no, dude! Yeah, Night of the Comet is. I'm gonna rewatch. I've seen it many times. I'm gonna rewatch it anyways, just because I like the movie, and I think I have the blah 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 special edition. You know, whatever the shit it is, the best version of it.
Yeah, I've never seen. I've never seen Night of the Comet.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that one.
All right. And has Ray seen it, or is he not seen it?
Yeah, he's seen it.
Okay.
He's seen that one multiple times.
Yes, he did. I remember in one of his videos he mentioned it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked about it in one of his physical media ones, I think.
Yep.
But that's the show, folks. Sorry we didn't do a member stream last week. I will do one this week. I promise you that. My schedule should provide for that this week. So member stream, and let's see. I uploaded the commercial, and I have uploaded a promo, and I have another promo I'm going to upload. And I was thinking about doing a video if I have time, is like an actual video for you guys. But it's been so tough, and I want to do a Friday the 13th video on the Crystal Lake thing for you guys. So I want to talk more about that because I haven't done one, because we're going to review. They're dumping all the episodes together.
Shit. So how many are there?
8.
Do you want to do how do you want to do it? Do you want to do 4 and 4, or do you want to do like?
I think we're going to have to do 4 and 4.
Because I can't do all 8. There's no way we can do that.
That's way too much. We'll
want to do it in 3 streams, like 3, 3, 2, like or I don't know. Like you tell me, I don't care.
Yeah, we'll figure it out how we could break that down, because I want to make it palatable so we can give each individual episode its just due. Maybe if we do 2 episodes per week, 2,
and then it's 4, and then that's a month of
that's a month worth of episodes. We'll break them down over that. Yeah. That'll start us out the second week of October, and we'll roll right into the first week in November.
That's perfect.
With the Friday the 13th Crystal Lake reviews.
And it's all during October. So our best franchise is Friday 13th. That's both of our favorites. So we got the Friday 13th franchise in the month of October. That makes it easy scheduling too.
Yep. Yes, that's nice. And you guys enjoyed it last year. So this year, I know my streaming schedule has shrunk down to just this show. But in October this year, the spooky season watch-alongs, we're a fucking horror and a wrestling channel. What else are we going to do? Of course, we're bringing back the watch parties. And I promise you, I will not let Gap, After Dark, who I love, he's one of my mods, been a mod for a long time. He's not allowed to suggest any more movies.
Or let him suggest it and then ask me, and I'll tell you.
That's it. You're screening these. But no, so yeah, that's coming up in October, which is I don't even want to say it's 5 months away.
Right.
Oh, but we got a summer to go. But thank you everybody for being here, J-Man. Thank you again for being here, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yep, awesome. Thanks for having me on.
J-Man's link is in the description. He streams every single day.
Yeah.
And that's it, gang. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you to our channel members. We appreciate you guys, and everybody else out there. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on the playback and you're not subscribed, subscribe to both of us. His link's in the description. If you're watching his channel, mine's in the description. All the fun stuff. If we don't see you, have a great day. Pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. Remember, it is always better to burn out than fade away. Deuces.